Okay, everybody. So you probably clicked on this video because of the title and the thumbnail, which will alert you about my goal. So many of you guys may have this same goal, but you guys don't really know where to start. And I myself, not knowing where to start, but kind of knowing what to do in the beginning, gave me a roadmap to actually seeing the end of the finish line and actually knowing what I need to do now. I want to share with you some of the things that I've personally been doing in order to not just get closer to my dream, but actually be closer to seeing it. And if you've ever heard anyone really talk about manifestation or think about what they want to do or just kind of planning ahead, you will know that seeing it up here is the biggest thing in order for you guys to actually obtain it. Because if you can't see it, you will not get there. And to keep that vision steady is probably one of the hardest things to do in any business, any big endeavor, any goal. So I want to start by sharing a few of my tips and a few of my hacks, so to say, in order to achieving that goal. And it may shock you about how easy it actually is in theory, but in practice, obviously, it's very difficult. The first thing that I want to talk about is documenting my journey. So for me, I didn't always know that I wanted to document my journey, but I knew that it was important to some degree. And I just had a long conversation with a friend over the phone about my progress. And to be honest with you, it may not have seemed like a lot the past 6 months, especially because a lot of things I still haven't figured out yet. But I just told him, like, look at my first thumbnail 6 months ago and look at my thumbnail now. You don't even have to watch the videos and the improvement of the videos. You could just see by the way I look, the way I speak, and just the way I present myself on camera, that there has been a huge improvement over the last 6 months. Documenting your journey, whether that's by vlogging, pictures, journaling. I know I literally keep a daily journal now because that's what helps me remember all my thoughts, by writing it down and by sifting through the mess of the human mind in order to find the golden nuggets. Number 2 is planning my day ahead of time. This is something I thought was super stupid before I realized that how I plan my day is most likely how it's going to go. Like if I say I'm going to go to the zoo, or if I say I'm going to go to the gym, I will probably do that. Now, you may think like, oh, I'm just going to say I'm going to make money, or I'm going to say something's good is going to happen to me. That works, but it's not reliable. It's not consistent. It's not a plan. It's not a systematic approach to conquering, once again, the human mind and life. So by planning my day and being realistic with myself, I'm not all of a sudden making big gaps in my journey. I'm just steadily increasing with the way that I want to perceive myself and the way that I want to build this routine that I sort of kind of fell in love with. Next is being smarter with not only my decisions, my energy, my time, and ultimately also my money. Because once you realize that money is literally a store of value and time, that's really what it is. Most people see money as freedom, as success or whatever, but actually if you look at money and really think about what it is in terms of what does it do, all it is a store of time and value. So you can use it to speed up time, just kind of like gems in a video game. I just thought about that, right? All of you guys played a video game. Most of you guys are probably viewers watching this from the ages of somewhere around 18 to even 35, 36, 37, 38. You guys have probably all played a video game, Clash of Clans, whatever, where you can buy gems, right? And speed up the time for things, or buy items that cost money and actually allow you to progress faster in the game. That's all money is. It's like gems in a video game. It just is a store of value and time. So you can increase your value and be smarter with your time for free. You don't actually need money to do it, right? All I do every day is constantly work. If I'm not working on myself, I'm working on my projects. If I'm not working on my projects, I'm working on my relationships. All I do every day is just little works. Work, right? Thus being more valuable with my time and my energy, and essentially leveling up myself without even spending a single dollar. That's just to clarify. You can be smarter with your money by not buying stupid items in the game, let's say. That's another part, is like wasteful items, right? You can cultivate valuable relationships. You can start new businesses. You can start, different ways to increase the amount of money you have. But if you have nothing, I promise you the best thing you can do for yourself is learn how to increase your energy output into high energy retention, high energy value areas, as well as learning the value of your time and not overspending it in places that people want to spend time on, people want to waste your time on, right? As long as you can do that, I promise you, you'll probably be successful at some point in your life. Tip number 4, this is all I have written down for now, so I'm just going to go into this. I'm probably going to plug this into some video because I think that this information is really important, because this is everything I've learned condensed into a few minutes, basically over the last 6 months. So this may seem wordy or choppy to you, but guys, I promise you, this is worth the watch, simply because it's 6 months of information, right? 6 months of mistakes that I had to make that you guys do not have to make, so long as you listen and you actually value the things that I'm saying to you. So I forgot what this is, tip number 4, I think, or whatever. The numbers really don't matter right now. This tip is kind of one of the biggest hacks, and it's like a little voice in everyone's head, but nobody listens to it because in the short term it helps you. But I promise you, if you let go of the negative attachments in your life, specifically the main three, or the main ones being instant dopamine related. So what do I mean by that? Most of the people that I know smoke nicotine, drink alcohol, consume adult films, they consume pornography, and I promise you, each one of those things has a direct correlation into what you get in life. If you want genuine, like, good times and problem solving, and you feel like you just can't really get there because you just feel like you're lost, most likely it's because of one of these things. And I promise you, as soon as you can cut out the alcohol from your life, right, all of a sudden you're going to realize that you have these problems that you were dealing with a substance, and now you have to actually deal with it with a real solution. So it's not that alcohol is the problem, it's that it's allowing you to escape the problem, right? Another one being cannabis consumption, marijuana, right? I know a lot of people smoke. I personally also used to smoke, but it allows you to be at a state of comfort without actually doing the hard work of being comfortable, right? If you're not tired and you smoke some weed, you become tired, right? Instead of actually using the energy. So that's kind of what I want to say. Nicotine is also a big one. I know I also used to smoke nicotine, and then I quit smoking, but I still consumed it in those pouches, right? The Zyn pouches, and those are way, way better for you, but it's still not perfect, guys, because at the end of the day, nicotine is a neuroprotectant, but guess what? In it being a neuroprotectant, you're not protecting your brain. So you don't care about the little frequencies that are getting to you, that negative friend, that negative place, or it's protecting your brain, and it's kind of like cuddling it, right? Cuddling all those ADHD responses. But instead of learning how to deal with them, right? Like I am, and like some of these successful people have already done, you will never break that loop. You will never break that cycle. You will always just be a inconcise yapper and an inconcise thought processor because your brain is being cuddled by a substance. It's that simple. I know for a lot of guys out there, they're thinking about doing, like, you know, these detoxes and then retoxing, or these cycles of not being using pornography. But the truth is, guys, you need to stay consistent. Even if you make a mistake, the end goal is to negate that totally from your life, because once you stop doing it, you develop real healthier relationships. Whether it takes a year or 2 years, 3 years, doesn't matter. Once you stop doing it, your life gets better, and there's a reason for it, because instead of using the instant solution, you're actually building a concrete plan to better your life. So that's all I have for this segment right now. I had a big moment of clarity, and I really wanted to share all that stuff with you. I know I personally go through my stuff every single day. I promise you, it's not just you. You need to keep on going. You need to be strong and disciplined with yourself, and you have to realize, like, there are certain things in my life I cannot control, and there's things that I can control. And the things that you can and do control ultimately will benefit you in the long run. Learning new skills, new hobbies, stuff like that, that's good, but none of it matters if you can't cut the bad stuff. One of my favorite songs, right? Small vices kill a big dream. I think that's Zach Bryan. Guys, it's a fact. It's a known fact. He sung it in a song. It's real. All right, so if this ends up making it to YouTube, it'll probably either be its own separate video, and I want to share more things like this with you because I feel like alongside my entertaining content, I also want to provide value in the space of mental health, mental awareness, and just mental control, mental acuity increasements, because that's what's allowed me to get this far in life. And if I don't share that with you guys, that's like gatekeeping, and it's not really advancing my community or advancing my realm, so to speak, because the better you guys get, the better I get, right? That's more engineers, more software developers, more nurses, more doctors, more of everything, right? If you're 18 watching this, not knowing what you want to do, try to quit smoking weed, drinking, doing nicotine, watching addictive things online. It's not just porn related. You know, it's everything. Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff rots your brain. Try not to do that for a week, then try it for a month, then try it for a year. You will be surprised what you're able to accomplish. I personally found all this stuff out when I started competing in jiu-jitsu, and when it was competition time, guess what? I didn't want to lose, bro. I did not want to lose. So I did everything in my power not to lose, and letting go of some of the things that was making me a loser ended up allowing me to win in competition. It's crazy, right? All of a sudden, you realize that these things are holding you back and you don't even know you're being held back. You're full of potential, guys. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in society and this world, and we can make a better place. So let's do that. I love everyone. If you watch this, I truly do love you. You're honestly such a big part of my life because I feel like I can talk to you guys about things that I normally wouldn't be able to talk to everybody about. But if there's at least somebody that gets the hint or gets a part of this, I feel like it's all worth it. So please, guys, hit the like and subscribe button down below. It really, really, truly does help me out, and it allows me to push more content out there for everybody to watch and listen to. If this is something that interests you, I may start a separate podcasting channel simply because this is something I have a passion for. I am a yapper, but I've learned to maintain and control the yap into being something that's actually positive for this world. And in order to do so, or in doing so, I would love to be able to do it more long term, especially on some sort of podcast or some sort of video channel where I go more into depth into this stuff, because I get a lot of these thoughts. Like, this whole thing just came from just editing and also going for a run today. So imagine how much more editing and running I'll be doing, and how many more thoughts I'm going to be getting, how many thoughts I should be sharing, because I can also rewatch this, relearn it, relearn from myself, and then you guys can learn from me and my mistakes and everything. And yeah, so I love everyone. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe in the channel, and I will see you guys soon.